Well, now there's another suicide, but this time it's not a bullied gay teen. I don't know if it's bullying or not. But this gay porn star, I never heard of him. I've heard of this other guy from Canada. I'm not really into all these gay porn stars. Uh, well, my favorite porn stars are like the straight ones. Um, I'm not gonna mention names right now. I'm not gonna get into that. But a lot of these porno stars are really fucking up the whole suicide thing and the mass murdering and all that. What's going on? And I know a lot of gay guys who are thinking about going into the industry. And I just want to say, I have nothing against porno. I think it's fine. And a lot of straight people, straight couples like to watch porno for their sexual fantasies and pleasure. That's fine. It's just that the lifestyle sometimes will catch up to you. And the lifestyle of a porn star is very, I don't know, out of control. Because I see many of these guys just lose themselves. You know, they get into the drugs, the prostitution sometimes, because now they're in porno and there's some guys with money out there who would hire them for a round of sex. That's what you see sometimes with these porn stars. But what happens is a lot of issues come up, you know, mental health issues when you're in porno. And studies have shown that some performers engage in pornography or star in pornography because they have certain mental or emotional issues. I'm not sure if that's true because I have met a lot of famous stars like Ron Jeremy. I met that guy. I had a nice chat with him and he's sounds pretty intelligent to me. I don't know. But there's this other story of this other, I think it was bisexual. I mean, a lot of these straight guys are, they'll fuck guys for money. I know that. Gay for pay. And there's these other sites that pretend to be like that. You know, they have supposedly broke straight guys, but they're not. They're gay guys pretending to be straight. I mean, it's all fucking, you know, it's all fantasy. But this has been going on lately. And there's a lot of things going on in there. You know, drugs. Basically, that's the number one suspect. Drugs, jealousy. Once there's drugs involved, a lot of things happen. Your life becomes pretty unstable. That's the basic. But now, I never seen this guy. What's his name? Arpad Miklos. Is he Eastern European or something? Russian? I don't know. But he looks like one of my favorite straight porn stars, Hakan. I don't know if you've seen this guy. Oh, this guy is hot, Hakan. And he's from, I think he's from Bosnia, somewhere there, the Baltics. He's pretty hot. And he bangs like crazy. I think he's a madman. And I would love to have sex with that guy. I mean, if he's open to that, obviously. You know, maybe a six-pack of beer. You know, who knows? But Arpad Miklos, I mean, he looks kind of hot. I don't know. He has some body hair, which is fine. And I'm going to get into that. There's a study that gay guys prefer guys with body hair. Obviously. Okay, here he is. Arpad Miklos. Very muscular guy. Yeah, he's pretty hot. I mean, I'm not really into like big muscle guys, you know. And I'm not into guys who tan a lot. I mean, look, he has this tan lines on his butt. I'm not really into that. It looks kind of fakey, you know, when guys go to the tanning salon. I mean, that's really gay. You know, the guys I've been with, most of them have been straight acting, and you know, I don't know. He looks pretty straight acting. I mean, I'm not gonna say straight acting. I'm just gonna say, you know, they're just natural looking guys. You know, So, he has a nice cock. But I don't know. It looks like he's kind of on drugs, though. I mean, look at his face. Well, obviously, I can't show it to you, but anyway. But it's pretty hard to do this kind of shit. You have to have a hard on for about 3 hours while they're shooting, and you have all these people around you. Because I've been to a porno set. And you have all these people, the sound guys, the electricians, the lighting guys, and they're like right there looking at you, and it's like, wow, I couldn't do that. And I've been several times in the past. I mean, not to brag or anything, because I'm not that good looking. But I did some underwear modeling before, and some producer, wannabe big shot, whatever, kind of weird looking guy, creepo, he looks like a ghoul, came up to me. He's like, Jose, you should be in porn, and he tried to take some pictures of me and all that. And I'm like, I'm not, I can't do this. This is not me. I have a different perspective on life, and it's a huge debate within the gay community. Some gay guys say, oh, you shouldn't be in porn, it ruins your life. If you go into porn, it's a really big decision. It's really, until that stigma ends, because we've seen in the news, some people lose their jobs, especially if they work as a teacher or as somebody with some sort of public trust or something, like a politician. I don't know if you want to be a politician. That's even worse. I think being a politician is way worse than being a porn star, because at least you get to really fucking screw people in the ass. But being a porn star, it's once you're in there, you're in there. You can't go back. You have to make money out of it, first of all. And then it's not really, at first, you don't make that much money, because they pay you, like $100 for a scene, just to fuck a guy in the ass. I wouldn't do it for $1,000 or anything. But the guy told me, who tried to recruit me into porn, and he's like, oh, it's $100. And I was like, I can't do this. What if somebody sees it? And they use it to try to blackmail me or something. Show it to my parents. And my parents will freak out if I do porno. I mean, they will freak out. And obviously, I'm a bottom. So, I have topped many guys before in the past. I'm able to do it. I guess you call me a versatile, bottom versatile, if that's what it is. I just don't want to do the work, I just lay there and you do the work. I'm not really into anal as much anyway, so it's like, whatever. But the lifestyle is pretty out of control. It is. And for you to be sane within the gay porn or straight porn, even any type of porn community, to be sane, you have to have a really strong head. You have to be really thick-skinned to take the heat, not only from your family whenever they see your porno. I mean, imagine if you're somebody like Lexington Steele, famous porn actor. He's a black guy with a huge dick. And he says that he gets a lot of heat from his family, that his mom found out about it, and there was a huge discussion about it within the family. And it's kind of embarrassing that your family is talking about your cock. Oh my god, my grandson, he's getting deep-throated by this. And grandpa's getting a hard-on now. Imagine your granddad is watching you fucking a girl or a guy. Imagine that. Maybe it's harder for girls to be in porn, I think. I don't know, it's this thing about protecting your daughters or your nieces. And even Ron Jeremy said that he would have a problem with his daughter being in porn. So, I guess it's not that much of a deal if you're a straight guy, but I think it still is much of a deal because I seen straight guys in porn, because I know a lot of these straight guys in porn, and they get heat. I mean, they can't get jobs at schools or be teachers or anything like that. So if you're gonna consider yourself as a porn star, or consider yourself, or are considering to be in the porn industry, you have to really think about it. It's not a decision that you take lightly just because you're in need of money. There are many other ways to make money. Borderline desperation. And it's not about dignity. It's not about, I think sex is beautiful. It's wonderful. The human body is not me. I'm not the problem. The problem is society. The problem is we cannot separate fantasy from reality. If somebody participates in a porn film, I have no judgment about that person. I don't think they're sluts or anything. I think the worst sluts are those who fuck around with guys every night. Those people don't have any consideration for human life or for other people. They spread diseases, they lie, they cheat, all that stuff. Those type of people destroy lives and play with people's emotions. But I'd rather have a porn star over somebody who's a slut, a real slut, somebody that goes out there and has all these like sex partners and orgies and God knows how many diseases that person might have, and you never know who that person is. Somebody might have a beef with a teacher for being in a porno, like 10 years ago. Probably that teacher's now a virgin or something. Probably he doesn't get laid as much. And yet there's these other teachers that are like into S&M and they're into those crazy shit, voyeurism, flashing, peeping toms, jacking off in public, all this weird shit. Having orgies with 50 people, all that, or they have sex with all these crazy people, and they get to stay in those jobs. It's kind of a hypocritical way of dealing with this. It's very hypocritical. So, that's what I can say about that. Poor guy, though. He shouldn't kill himself. Are we going to make an It Gets Better video for this guy or something? Is Lady Gaga going to go to the funeral and sing? No, of course not, because he's not that young. He's a porn star. Who cares about him? And they're going to have a public memorial in New York City. So this guy's pretty well known. He's pretty famous. I didn't know about him until today. So I just watch gay porn and that's it. I'm not like, oh, who's that guy? Except for like a couple of them. And well, what else can I say? But suicide is a problem in the porn industry. I know that for a fact. So there you go.